All right, so for my flipped video, I chose to work on 10 frames with a first grade classroom. So the first thing I want everybody to do is we're going to put 4 blue circles in our 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's write that down. We got 4 over here. Now the next thing I want us to do is put 3 red circles in our 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll mark that right over here, okay? Now let's all add those up together. Let's do 4 plus 3 equals 7, right? Very good. So let's put 7 there. Now, what I want us to try is I want us to look at it the other way. I want us to count. How many red dots are there? There's 1, 2, 3, right? So if we put 3 red dots, and then how many blue dots did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we put 4 blue dots, and we add those together. What does that equal? It equals 7, right? It equals 7. It's the same thing as the one before. So if we have if in any addition problem, if the two numbers being added together are the same and they just get flipped around like this, they just get flipped around, the answer is always going to be the same. That is called the commutative property of addition, okay? And you can use that anytime the two numbers being added are the same and just flipped. Their answer will always be the same. Now, one thing I also want us to look at with our 10 frame is let's try a little bit of subtraction, okay? So let's add back our 3 red dots and let's count. How many did we have total? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So if we have 7 red dots, or 7 dots total, and we take away, let's take away all our red dots. So 7 minus 3. That is going to equal, what does it equal? 4, right? Now, what if we took away all the blue dots instead? Let's try that. So we'll do, how many dots do we have? We have 7 dots minus our 4 blue dots. Now, how many red dots do we have next? Or do we have remaining, right? We've got 3 red dots. Now we can see that right here, our 3 and our 4 are getting reversed because they are getting subtracted from the main number. All right, so let's move on to our next problem. For this one, we're going to use both 10 frames. So let's fill out 8 blue circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And this time, let's add 6 red circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. So let's look at it and let's add them all together, okay? Let's start by circles. We've got 8 blue circles plus 6 red circles. And everybody, what does that equal? That equals 14, right? Very good. Now, using our commutative property, if we wanted to use our commutative property of addition that we just learned, what pattern would we do? How would we make it the same? We would flip it, right? We would add 6 red dots plus 8 blue dots. And we already know, because these are the same numbers and they're just flipped, we already know that that is going to equal 14. All right. Now, one more thing I want us to look at is subtracting with our 10 frame again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 blue circles, right? So let's mark our 8. And how many did we have total? We had 14, right? So if we do 14 minus 8, that's a little cramped, but that's okay. That is going to equal, what is it? It's 6, right? Now, since we've seen this before, we know that if we want to take away all of the red dots this time, we're going to do 14 minus 6. We know that the answer is going to be 8. All right. Good job, everybody. So now I'm going to go on to sort of the reflection part of the flipped video and talk about, so the first thing was that my standard was CCSS Math 1 OA3. So it's operations and algebraic thinking, and it is to apply properties of operations as strategies to add and subtract. So an example is 8 plus 3 equals 11. 3 plus 8 equals 11. So it was mostly in this standard focusing on the commutative property of addition, and getting students to be able to use the commutative property of addition as a strategy when they're thinking algebraically and solving other problems. And then the standards for mathematical practice that I thought were expressed in this lesson were first, I thought the 7th, look for and make use of structure. Using the commutative property as a strategy, as a math strategy, is exactly that. It's finding a pattern in the math and using that as a strategy going forward. And the other standard for mathematical practice that kind of stuck out to me was number 2, to reason and abstract quantitatively. Because when you're using a 10 frame and you're using a visual representation like that you can manipulate, it allows you to reason much better. It lets you graphically strategize your thinking. So that's the end of my flipped video. Thank you very much.